Okay, this is video blog number 5 with Olivia Littman. She is the marketing director of the Ohio Valley, the Wheeling, I forget the name, I didn't write it down, but she's in charge of like finding ways to get people into Wheeling, like in the surrounding areas. I know she said that she had, they most of their marketing area, like their target is like 50 miles outside of Wheeling, so they try and find ways and ideas and using brochures and internet sites and stuff taking those brochures to like hotels and visitor centers and stuff to try and get people here and interested in the area. She also, like our previous presenter, talked a lot about nonprofit and grant writing. One thing that she really made important with nonprofit is just make sure, like, because she didn't, like, her degree really had nothing to do with the way she went in her career. Not nothing to do with, but it was very separate, like very different. She said one thing that I liked about it is it was good to get a good a good background, like with different things. Like a lot of our presenters have said to us, trying different things in the community to see like what exactly you like and what you're interested in. Even if it's like art, business, physical things, anything really. She had definitely said something I never even knew, is that the business she works for is this is kind of off topic, not really as important, but they're 100% funded by the ed tax or whatever, like that we, like if we go to a hotel and stay, like that's how her paychecks made. I thought that was pretty cool. She really she told us how important grant writing was also, and then that the things that we're studying right now are things that are like on the rise, like things that people are looking for. You can like start as a program coordinator and then work your way up, like things like that. She actually gave us a couple really good tips for grant writing. I mean, not grant writing, but like places to look for grants. She said like WV grant makers, and another interesting thing was like this is something I definitely didn't know, that there are foundations out there that are just created just to give away money. And like, I mean, in a nonprofit organization, like that's really important to know those connections and know those places, and know where to look for those, so it doesn't make the process as hard when you're looking for a place to write a grant. And another thing that I'd even asked her a question about was when you're like looking for specific grants, do you have to do you have to know exactly what they're interested in and whatnot? And like she made it a lot more clear for me about how you go about it and what the grant that they're giving away is interest or in relevance to what you're trying to portray. But like she had said, she had sat down in meetings before where people had given her a grant and just been like, just go with it. Like you figure it out, I'll fund it. And that's wild to think that I could be sitting in that situation someday. Another thing that her role in community ed is really important, because she's really involved in getting people not just from the area but other places that interested in the area. So it's not like she's just involved with just us, she's involved with people around us, which is really, really interesting. And that's kind of ideas about community ed. I think it's a big thing with her was more of the like specifically on grant writing and how we go about doing it. She said she wasn't really involved in much in the grant writing process. She was like, thank you for the grant, and pretty much spending it is what she said. But yeah, and knowing what you're going to use the money for ahead of time and stuff, and how important that is. But the really big thing with hers is that different ways you can find to get people interested in the area and stuff. So yep, that was our 5th guest presenter, Olivia Littman.